What's up, what's poppin', what is good? Y'all, I am so excited to be back on this camera. I have not vlogged and talked to y'all in about 2 years. That's crazy, but y'all, I'm about to drop some tea on this. This is probably gonna be the messiest video y'all have ever seen on my channel, just because it's a life update and I'm telling y'all my business, putting y'all really involved in my business. So for starters, I ended up moving from Atlanta. So yeah, your girl no longer lives in Atlanta. I married my neighbor. Yes, she's a wife. And I had a baby. Yeah, so this is crazy. Now I'm gonna sit here and tell y'all my business like this. So grab y'all some wine if you could drink. I cannot drink, so I won't be having any drinks with y'all. But if you can drink, get you a glass of wine, get you a cocktail, get you a shot, because it's about to get real juicy. And disclaimer, for the sake of this video, I am not mentioning anyone's name because duh. These are real life things that are happening in my life, and I'm telling my story. Someone could probably benefit from this. I owe it to y'all. I have a ton of content scheduled, already uploaded and ready to post, but I feel like I can't just jump into showing y'all my current life and I haven't told y'all what happened on the back end. So yeah, I also have my notebook because I am suffering from pregnancy brain, postpartum brain, baby fog, all of that stuff that you can think of. My mind just be like blank sometimes. So if you ever catch me looking out, that's what I'm doing. Y'all know I love a good receipt. I gotta have a good receipt. So we're gonna jump right into it, and some of the stuff is gonna be watered down because I'm vlogging on my Sony a5100 that they don't even make anymore, by the way, but it keeps overheating every time I get to 5 minutes. So I'm gonna try to like speed stuff up, chop some stuff down, water it down a little bit, but still give y'all the tea. Okay, so back in July, you guys probably saw my last video of 2 years ago. I was doing my best friend's birthday party. I bartended. I showed y'all behind the scenes. And from that video, I think a few before that, y'all probably noticed like my background changing. I was still in the same apartment, mind you, but y'all noticed some things were missing. The TVs were off the wall. I got new TVs. I got new stuff. Y'all saw me probably shopping a lot. And y'all saw the house getting rearranged, but y'all was like, I never addressed anything. That's because y'all was going through a major depression part of my life. I was with someone for 10 years whom we're going to call Bob. Basically, Bob was having a whole nother life on the side, which I found out after the fact. And y'all, take it from me, like once your heart is ready, God will reveal to you every wrong that was done to you. Hindsight, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out, promise you. That's why y'all gonna hear me mention some stuff and you're like, how you know that? Because God showed me after the fact. Yeah, so just to touch on that breakup, what I will say is what you allow will continue. If they do it once, they'll do it again. And when people show you the rule, you will tell you they don't want something, believe them. You cannot change nobody. You can't change nobody. You can't change nobody. Y'all, don't judge me. But I feel like the quickest way to get over the one is to get under another one. So if you're in your dating era of your life, date them all, sis, date them all. So left that alone for the most part, and went on to dating this guy named Steve. We're gonna call him Steve. We're gonna call him Steve. So Steve wasted my time too. Steve took me out of state to meet his mama. I'm gonna go on double dates with her and her boyfriend. Shout out to the mama though. The mama was real cool. Love the mama down. Basically what that man was playing like a fiddle. He was living triple double lives.
Here I am running my mouth still. But basically, right before it was time for me to turn in my letter of vacate, this man was like, it was over X, Y, and Z. And then, you know, me, I'm like, well, you know, I want to be a mom and wife. How long is this break going to be? He was like, I suggest you go find that then. And then boom.
I'm like, this man, I'm getting broke up with again. Lord, what is wrong with me? Like, they keep dumping me. Like, what is it? So I was like, you know what? God sent me the thing. He was like, solitude, sit still, stop everything. Yeah, I stopped YouTube, I stopped posting, vlogging, I stopped doing literally a ton of stuff. And I thought, I was like, okay, he said stop. He said YouTube, but he didn't say nothing about TikTok. Look at me, still being grown, still going disobedient, still posting on TikTok, still trying to do it. Guess what God did? Got that page hacked. I was so mad, y'all, because TikTok had became my most prized possession. Like, I loved it. So I finally listened, got into my word. I stopped everything cold turkey. I stopped playing with these men. Cause y'all, I had double back on a couple people. I ain't gonna lie, I had them coming in my new apartment. Cause y'all had a new apartment. I had to get TVs mounted. I had to get dresses assembled. I had to get the stuff assembled. I had to get pictures mounted. Like, I'm just a girl. So I stopped doing that, but I was being a villain for a little bit. But I had stopped doing all of that. Got everything perfect, right? Everything except for my bed. My bed came last, so we're gonna talk about that a little later. Like, literally, y'all, when I moved, I got everything new down to the table, literally I took nothing from my old apartment, barely any clothes. Like I left all that stuff there. I had to pay for it, but I left all that stuff there. I think the only thing I took with me was my couch and my fireplace, and of course my TVs. But other than that, y'all, gone. Everything, just the fresh start. During that time, like I said, God said pause, I started losing like friends, people who I thought were friends. The whole time they were just monitoring spirits, but we ain't gonna get into that. I started losing friends. Like if you did anything slightly off, it's no conversation was needed. Like people were just getting cut off right and left. Like people still cut off, people still blocked, people gonna be blocked. Yeah, so after that I ended up changing positions at work too. It's crazy, like everything, I wanted everything new. I was tired of that position I was in. I was working 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. and partially I felt like I could not date on that shift, which I really couldn't. I knew I wanted to, my goals in life, I was not reaching any goals. I knew I wasn't reaching any goals, like personal goals. Yeah, career wise there wasn't really much growth I could do left because I had been there a long time and done pretty much everything. But as far as personal life, I knew there were some things that I wanted to obtain. So I went and had a conversation with my command staff. I was trying to get a position in a specialized unit. Didn't get that position. I was cheated out of that. But of course, they came and made up to me and gave me another position, which I had my own office. It was chill. I loved it. Had my own phone line, own computer, on everything. Like I could literally go in my office, lock the door. If I didn't want to talk to nobody for the whole 12 hours, I didn't have to come out and talk to nobody at all. Perfect. Beautiful, right? And it was also beautiful during my pregnancy too. Well, during that, I started taking seriously like dating my husband. So I found him. He was my neighbor. And I found that out because remember I told you my bed came last. Well, my friend and I were putting my bed in my trunk and he was in a dog park with his dog. And I was like, that man is fine. She's like, you know who that is? I'm like, who is that? She was like, that's X, Y, and Z from X, Y, and Z. I'm like, bet, ABC. I'm gonna get that man. So yeah. A few weeks later, I ended up putting my phone number on his work vehicle. And the rest was history. Like this man came with good intentions from day one. He was about his business. It was like a breath of fresh air. It was like someone I had never dated before. And basically he also proved to me that any other man I ever dated in life, they never really liked me for real, because like stood on business, still standing on business. Like y'all, I'm a stay-at-home mom and wife now too, by the way. But yeah, like stood on business, like, and continues to date me now that we are married. We have a child. Basically on my 1 year anniversary, y'all, I woke up married. Like we got married the day before our 1 year. So on day 364 we got married. So yeah, crazy beautiful story. I'll tell y'all that maybe later. So yeah, we're gonna skip a few scenes and I end up getting pregnant. So we end up having our baby shower November 1st of last year. It was beautiful. Everything was catered, professionally done. We had like a bartender, and I'll put a video on the side. We had hired this bar company to do our bar. We hired a catering company to do our food. We didn't do like a typical baby shower. We had a taco bar. That's our favorite thing. Tacos and margaritas are my husband and our favorite thing to do. So we had a taco bar. You can definitely check out the baby shower videos and my wedding videos and all that stuff on her channel. It's gonna be on behalf of Britt. I'll put that down below too. So you guys can kind of go see that, because during this time I was not vlogging at all. Like I was just living in the moment. I was like, I'll pick up my life on camera after this stuff. So yeah, the baby shower was beautiful. We were showered with so much love. Our baby got so much stuff, and I also got proposed to at my baby shower. So that's when the pressure came on, because at that time I think I was 8 or 7 months pregnant. I think it was about to be 8 months pregnant the next week or so, something like that. So after we let everything die down, the hype from the baby shower and stuff, we had a conversation like, do I want to get married beforehand or after the baby comes? Y'all know, if you know me, I have never been the type to be like, I want a huge wedding. I want a wedding in general. I never wanted a wedding. Like y'all know me. If you know, you know. I don't like attention. I have social anxiety, which is something I'm still working on. I don't like being a center of attention. That's just not me. So, and I'm introverted AF, like for real, for real. So he wanted a wedding, so we ended up having a wedding, because what do you do when you're married? You compromise and stuff. So it was beautiful. And we did it our way. We told our family what, like 2.5 weeks ahead of time. Did it our way. Like it was perfect. That was the type of vibes it was on. It was like intimate, very close-knit, beautiful. And like I said, I have pictures and all that stuff on the side. Then after that we had our little boy. So we have a son. His name is Royal. He is now 4 months old, and you guys will get to see my journey through motherhood and being a wife, a stay-at-home mom. Yeah, I kind of threw that in there earlier, but y'all, I am, and I've been leaning all over, posture all incorrect, but I'm now a stay-at-home mom. I have been vlogging since Roy was born, so you'll see like newborn videos, You'll see me navigating postpartum depression. You'll see me doing a lot of stuff, y'all. The videos are going to be so good, and I have about 10 videos already scheduled, but I want to come on and tell you guys the tea and like fill y'all in before I just drop in with a whole new life and y'all like, wait, we missed a couple chapters. So pretty much it for this video. I think I gave y'all enough tea, enough insight, I think. If I think of anything else, I put notes on the screen and stuff, but the video is going to be very consistent. I want to come back with a strategy. I just didn't want to come back and post one video and then be gone. One video a week, 2 videos a month. Like, we're not on that type of time. Like, at least 2 minimum videos a week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The camera's overheating yet again. Hope you guys like this video. Leave me a comment, let me know some stuff. If I left something out, you feel like you want to know something, comment, and I'll probably add it to a vlog a little later on. If you want to chit chat, at me on Instagram. Make sure you guys go follow me over there. Follow me on my new TikTok. I'll have all that stuff linked down below. Go run these numbers back up. Y'all remember the old channel was like at 4, almost 5,000. We got to get back there. I know we're like at 500 now. We're gonna see by the end of this year if we can be at 1,000, so we can get monetized again. And who knows, maybe I'll be a full-time creator, because y'all, I said I was going back to work in 2 years. I don't know. My husband said I ain't got to, so I don't know. But yeah, as always, you are loved, you are blessed, and I will see y'all in the whole lineup of videos that we have to come. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your family and friends, and we're about to turn up a few notches. So yeah, she's back.